这个故事如果你听起来不累，那么你的听力水平在生活中是完全够用的。要持续提升英文，记得点击订阅按钮。我们开始吧。
If he failed this one simple task, he would be sent away before sunset. Long before people used the phrase in offices or classrooms, mustard was serious business. In the late 1800s, mustard was not cheap, not easy, and never careless. It was made by hand, seed by seed, often in the same places where meat was cut and bread was baked. In many towns, the quality of mustard told you everything about the people who lived there. Good mustard meant patience, steady hands, and respect for work. Bad mustard meant shortcuts and weak skill. Along a river in the American Midwest stood a long wooden building stained dark by smoke and time. It was a meat house, but most people knew it for one thing only: the mustard. Thick, sharp, alive with flavor. People said it could wake you up faster than cold water on your face. Travelers would stop just for a jar. Some swore it made them feel stronger. The owner was an old man named Henry Cole. His back was bent, but his eyes were clear. He trusted no labels and no talk. When young men came asking for work, he did not ask where they were from. He did not ask who their father was. He pointed to a stone table, set down a bowl of soaked mustard seeds, and placed a heavy knife beside it. "If you want to work here, cut the mustard," he would say. The seeds looked harmless. Small. Smooth. But they were stubborn. Cut them too fast and they jumped away. Pressed too hard and they broke uneven, ruining the mix. The smell filled the room, sharp and biting. Some men sneezed. Some cursed. Most rushed, thinking speed showed strength. Henry watched their hands. He listened to the sound of metal on stone. He never corrected anyone. When they finished, he tasted the mix. If the texture was wrong, if the bite hit the tongue too hard or too weak, he pushed the bowl back and turned away. "That man cannot cut the mustard," people began to say in town. It spread fast. Soon it meant more than food. It meant a person who could not meet the standard, no matter how badly they wanted to. One August afternoon, when the heat made the air feel thick, a young man named Eli Turner walked into the meat house. His clothes were faded. His boots had cracks along the sides. He had been turned away from farms and mills all summer. He heard about Henry's test and knew this might be his last chance before winter. Henry did not look up when Eli spoke. He pointed to the table. Eli sat down. He held the knife and felt its weight. He did not start right away. He closed his eyes for a moment. He remembered his mother back east, grinding seeds at home when money was tight. She always said food remembers how you treat it. Eli began slowly. The knife rose and fell with care. The sound was steady. Tap. Slide. Tap. Slide. A few workers stopped to watch. Halfway through, Eli's arm burned. Sweat ran down his neck. The smell made his eyes water. He wanted to go faster, to prove something. He did not. When he finished, the seeds lay even and smooth. Henry tasted the mix. The room felt still. Outside, a wagon rolled past. A fly buzzed near the window. Henry turned and walked away. Eli felt his chest sink. He waited anyway. After a long moment, Henry returned and spoke quietly. "You cut the mustard." That night, Eli had a job. By morning, the phrase had a new story behind it. It moved from mouth to mouth, from town to town. Years later, no one remembered Eli's face, but they remembered the words. As time passed, the phrase traveled far from meat houses. In the early 1900s, soldiers used it too. Training camps were brutal. Gear was heavy. Mistakes were punished fast. Officers said some men could not cut the mustard under pressure. The words carried fear now, tied to survival, not flavor. During the Great Depression, factory owners used the phrase when turning workers away. In crowded cities, people waited in lines for jobs that lasted a single day. If you could keep up, you cut the mustard. If you slowed down, someone else took your place. By the time mustard came in bright bottles from big factories, no one cut seeds by hand anymore. But the phrase stayed alive. It slipped into everyday speech. Teachers said it about students who could not keep up. Coaches said it about players who froze when the game was close. Managers said it in quiet meetings behind closed doors. Most people never knew where it came from. They only felt the weight of it. Because everyone has a moment like that. A small table. A sharp knife. A task that looks simple until you try it. It might be a test you studied for late at night. It might be a job where all eyes are on you. It might be a promise you made to yourself when no one else was listening. In those moments, speed does not save you. Talking does not save you. Only steady hands and honest effort do. The world will not explain the rules again. It will only watch. And when it is over, you will know the truth before anyone else says a word. You will know whether you cut the mustard.
能以非母语者的身份专注学习到现在，这本身就是很棒的进步。真诚感谢你的观看。如果你觉得本期内容实用，点赞或留言让我知道你的想法，这对我持续创作非常重要。我们下期见。